Evening session is sunny, but I thought was the good timing for a new episode. So I started, I will be honest, I started the first episode of a YouTube channel with a long presentation, and it's not suitable probably for YouTube content. It was more like a conference kind. So let's start with a short episode, 10, 15 minutes on something juicy enough to open the conversation. So here you have my website. You can contact at any time on here on YouTube. Subscribe for the new episode. So I will try to keep it weekly. So let's start on the concept that I want to discuss today. When you get into the car, the first things that you do when you switch on the car, what is? Looking at the dashboard. If there is something wrong, you see it there. And security in companies need to be the same. You should have an unified dashboard where you see the security posture. Because if there is an ABS alarm, you drive more careful, you monitor, you do differently than usual. Company should be the same. We are in an industry that even if it's a long time that is running, you still have freeze for the environment, you have maintenance windows, and so you should have an instrument to see the security posture, not just the monitoring in general. And today we are talking about that. How make it? Because theory is okay, but we need to talk on how do it and do it free because security shouldn't be seen only as a cost and as a product. So today I'm talking about a technology that is out there, is mature, is used by a lot of Gov, is maintained by NIST, and I'm talking about SCAP. So SCAP should be something that you are really familiar with because it's the easiest way to do security. You are going to have everything in there. So SCAP is supporting a tons of format. And so it does have a definition like the OVAL that is containing the definition of a vulnerability, is having the configuration checklist, a sort of sys benchmark kind. It does include the CVE, and so the common vulnerability, and it does give you the full picture of how is your security posture. So that is independent from where you run. If it's an infrastructure as a service into a cloud, if it's a system, is used in Red Hat for the scan of image of a container, everything is CAP ready. And it's unbelievable because you don't see it as it should. So Microsoft used to have a module now deprecated because they integrated their own in SCM Configuration Manager. All orchestrator are SCAP ready, and it's quite straightforward to implement it. It's multi-platform, can run on whatever platform. So we are talking about something that out of the box with a few command line, it can just check how you are doing. And is the actual picture of what is the security posture. So create a dashboard based on SCAP, give you the full overview in one shot of everything. You don't care if it's cloud, on-prem, you can glue it. We can have a tons of conversation but on how to deliver it technically, but just read the SCAP documentation, it will blow you away. Is so mature project. All cloud is SCAP ready, and so you can in AWS, for example, you can just implement it like that. So the design is quite simple. You could do it through Wazoo as well, because Wazoo is OpenSCAP ready too, and so you can deploy Wazoo. If you don't know Wazoo, have a look at that project. Is extremely simple as architecture, and is for open source. So you can implement it. Is multi-platform, is running on a plethora of operating system, is using as a backend a Kibana, is having two components, is client agent and the server component. So when you think that is too complicated security, rethink it, because somebody already fixed a problem that you are having. So that's the key message on explaining how to do vulnerability management with Oval definition. You have it straight away. It's it's not complicated. You can use a Grafana. Can do reporting on that. You can create score and have in one shot everything you need. So don't forget that when you drive, you need to know what is your posture. And the OpenSCAP is an absolutely brilliant, solid way to deliver that, independently from if you are tapping from a vSphere, if you are tapping through an SCM, if you are tapping the cloud. I mean, if you need to deliver the security posture of a cloud infrastructure, independently from infrastructure as a service or PaaS, because you can use a SCAP also on container. Obviously, let's keep out of the conversation function as a service, because that's it doesn't have the underneath OS and system. So it's a runtime, and so that will not be included. But it makes sense because in one shot you'll see everything. So I kept it short, and I will try to come up with more and more content. So once a week around when I have time, I will try to avoid the slides and other boring things. So I'm showing you the browser just to give you also the URL, and look at that. You'll be happy about it. Okay? Have a good one. See you the next episode. Subscribe so you know when it is. Okay? Bye bye.